There's a bite. There's a bite right there. There's one. Oh, there's a bite right there. There's a bite right there. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So I hope you've been watching this entire series. This will be the third and probably the most boring video of this 4-video series. Basically, I'm taking the last 2 weeks. I went out a week and a half ago to Raystown, did a little scouting trip, tried to get just a feel of the lake, feel of the bite. Anytime I figure out a pattern, I kind of just quit and change just to get as many things going as possible. That way I can build off as many patterns as possible, and so far everything's holding true. Then last weekend, 5 days ago, I went back out to the lake and caught them up really good in the morning. We had some high dirty water in the backs of some creeks, and I absolutely pummeled them. I do think as long as I can keep the same conditions, I can do good in the tournament running that pattern. At least it gives me a starting point. So this video is my practice video. This is 2 days prior to the tournament. I'm going out after work. Only have a few hours to figure some stuff out. I caught some fish up in the river on some flats. Got word that that's kind of a deal. Sounds like a lot of guys found them fish. So I'm going to try to build off that, as well as keep some other things honest, such as throwing a jig on some rocks. That hasn't played at all, but I know that's usually what I like to do this time of year. So I'm going to keep it honest and see if there's anything developing there, as well as just try to get some sort of plan B for what I figured out this past Saturday. Try to build on it, try to find an afternoon spot. So that's this video. Like I said, it's gonna be a pretty boring one because I'm out practicing. I do shake off a couple fish, but I think there's something to learn on how to practice. So going out after work, only got about 4 hours to put something together. I hope you enjoy. We'll see you at the end of the video. So I'm going to do some narration during this video, kind of show you how, walk you through how I make some decisions and walk you through my thought process. So after starting on a couple out spots, throwing some baits in like 10 to 12 foot of water, see if there's a bite there that I haven't really checked, I just get up on a steep bank and start throwing my spook around, see if there's some sort of deal going on with that, before I kind of just start running some spots going up the lake to where I caught those fish 2 weeks ago. There's one. I believe that's a keeper. Oh yeah, we got a whopping 13-incher. So a couple weeks ago, I caught a few fish up here flipping around real shallow, real stealthy. I kind of thought that bite was going away. I tried it last weekend and didn't get bit doing it. Well, I just got up on this flat and just shook one off right there. So what I'm going to do is put a hitchhiker on, take my hook off. That way, if I get any more bites, I don't accidentally hook any. It's been a terrible practice so far. I've had 3 bites. I would hate to hook something that I might be able to catch on Saturday. It's not going to do me any good catching them today. I have confidence in nothing else other than an early morning topwater deal, so this might be what I do after that. And like I said, might as well shake them off. So just going to try to find some hitchhikers and go from there. Well, I lied. I don't have any hitchhikers with me, so I guess we're just going to throw a hook and hopefully we don't stick any. There's a bite right there. Oh, little. So I literally just moved the boat up 10 yards and had another bite. Literally dead sticking my bait. I had the power poles down. Oh, there's a bite right there. Feels better. Glad I set the hook. I mean, I think he's a keeper, but that's 4 bites. Almost every one of these bigger logs coming down through here, I caught a fish. I didn't see any of them, so I figured I'd set the hook on this one anyhow. I'm glad I did. They all might be that size. Yeah, he's a 12-incher. Yeah, if I get a limit of those and a 7-pounder, I might have something. So after catching that fish, I came up to an area where I found some fish 2 weeks ago in my scouting video. Rumor has it there's several other people I know that found these exact same fish. Decent. All right, we're out of here. 2 something, 2.5. Fishing slow, just flipping. See, this is why I need to use a hitchhiker, is just because, well, this certain bank, I know it's been kind of a community hole, so I really didn't mind sticking one because I'm not 100% sure I'll get on this on Saturday. But, man, when one has it, it's just running away with it. It's so hard for me to not set the hook sometimes, unless they're really biting. But that's why I almost have to use a hitchhiker, and I just don't have any in my boat. But we're gonna get off this little spot. We'll probably fish this tournament day up through here. So after checking my little, pattern I figured out, these shallow flipping fish, something I've been doing for the last 2 weeks, I decided to go and try something that hasn't been working. I haven't been fishing very long down this little bank. There's this little sweet spot on this wall I have, and I finally get a bite on a main lake rock wall. So this gives me a lot of confidence come tournament day to maybe try this, which actually does pay out during the tournament, but you'll have to wait for that video to see it. Oh man, that's the first bite I got off a wall. Decent fish. Bite right there.
I feel like I should help him out, but
Where's his boat at? Oh, there's one. I've got one on a buzz bait. Little. I just caught a dink on a buzz bait. There's a bite. Another bite. I saw that one eat it. keeper. Wow, that sucker was in inches of water. I have no idea what I got, but it's huge. Really? I just hooked a carp in the mouth on a topwater. Can you believe that crap? I seriously hooked that in the mouth. Well, that was practice. Didn't really figure out a whole lot. And I definitely don't think I have anything super secretive figured out. Talking to my little circle that I have, it sounds like a lot of guys have found the exact same fish I found up that river. There's about a 2 or 3 mile stretch where there's some fish related to shallow wood up on flats. Problem is there's only a couple flats and only so many pieces of wood on those flats. So I'm really nervous, you know, if 3 or 4 guys start on that, it's going to be pretty beat up in the first hour. I have some thoughts going on in my mind of, you know, things to throw behind some people, give the fish a different look. And I'm willing to keep it in my back pocket. I'm really hoping the way I caught him last weekend, shallow, gives me a solid little cushion, a lead that I could probably maybe just hunt for a big fish the rest of the day. I did catch one on a bluff wall on my jig. It was about a 2-pounder. That gives me a lot of confidence that that bite is starting to get better because I've been checking it. This is my 3rd trip out in 2 weeks, and it's really the first time in 2 weeks I've caught a fish on a jig. So I'm thinking that that bite might be coming, which gives me a lot of confidence. Hopefully the guys in this tournament are fishing behind the fish, fishing those flats and stuff, while I'm going to be fishing where they're heading. I definitely know it's going to be changing. It's been a lot hotter than it has been, and I'm sure those fish are going to move. So I don't know, but I appreciate you guys being here. We're going to basically start the same way I started last weekend. I think I'm gonna run some new water that I haven't been to, but it fits the pattern, and then maybe check some of them spots where I caught some fish this past Saturday on that buzzbait and that spook up shallow. I definitely have some confidence in 2 different deals, whether it's that shallow topwater stuff or going up that river and flipping that shallow wood on those flats, and even, you know, mixing some jig fish on some bluff walls. I feel like I could catch some fish. I just don't know what size I'm going to catch. And I just have to try to stay mentally focused because I think I'll be fishing in a crowd, because word has it the fishing has been absolutely awful. Even the locals are saying how bad it is. Guys that fish down the lake, that, you know, this lake is 30 miles long and usually spreads a lot of the guys out, but when you see guys that always go down the lake to that clear water, you see that their boats up in the river. That's a really bad sign. So I think this place is going to fish a little small. That worries me a little bit because I'm the type of guy, I do not like seeing other people. I don't like fishing behind people, and I don't want people cutting me off. I get spun out pretty easily when I'm fishing in a crowd. So I'm going to try to mentally prepare for that, but fingers crossed I catch them in the morning and I can kind of wing it and don't have to go up there and mix in with the crowd. So the next video will be the tournament video. Hope to see you there. Thanks for watching.